to another episode of the Good Intentions Podcast. It's your girl, Queen Cass.
And it's your girl, Getty Love. And if this is your first time tuning in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Good Intentions Podcast and also on IG at Good Intentions Pod.
So today we're going to talk about running your own race and what it means to have your own goals for yourself and not compare yourself to other people, especially in this time of social media where we're seeing all these people achieving all these great things, and we just sit and we're like, dang, this will never be me, or this is not me yet.
Mm-hmm. And as we know, comparison is the thief of all joy, you know. Just because it's posted on social media does not mean that it's real. No one shows when they're going through their struggles or the difficult times. They only show when things are good. Right. And it might just be good for those 15 seconds. Mm-hmm. So.
And you don't know what season people are in their life, too.
Amen to that. That was really good. Yeah.
Because, you only see, the fruits being developed. You don't see all the hard work that they've been putting in for years, sometimes literally years. And you just so happen to see the final result. And you're like, oh, I want this too on my timeline, when you are not putting half of the work because you don't even know what the work entails.
Right. I like how you said the thing about the season, because I seen a meme, recently where it's the person is in the auditorium, and it's really just them in the auditorium. And that's, symbolizes the work, who's there to support you when you're actually putting in the work. And then the other picture was, everybody congratulating the person. It's you don't see the work that is being put to get to where it's people can really be congratulations, right. this, and that. It's a struggle, y'all. It's really, really hard. And especially if you have, different things that you're doing. Even with this podcast, we started 6-7 months ago, and we didn't really have much followers aside from our friends, whatnot. And now, right. But now we're not even where we would like to be. But the simple fact that people are now knowing who we are, and, they can say Good Intentions Podcast, and you just know, oh, that's Cassie and Getty or whatnot. So it just shows that our hard work and us being consistent is being noticed now. So in about 2 years or so, when we get to where we actually want to be,
now.
Right,
get your autographs from us now. Okay?
It's a lot of work.
I love how you mentioned consistency, and I think that's the biggest. That's what determines who's a winner and who's not. Who's consistent? Who's disciplined? What's the quote? Sorry if I'm wrong. Talent is only 10%. The other 90% is showing up and doing the work. So you could be good at something. There's a lot of things I'm good at, but I'm not the greatest at. And I know if I really sat down and I really perfected my craft, I really could be better at it. So especially during this time of quarantine, I don't want to say there's no excuses, but you're only stopping yourself by not bettering yourself.
Right.
There's all these different certificates that are available now.
There's a lot of free ones.
Maybe we should post them on our pages.
Even Google had some free ones.
Yeah. Harvard, Yale, they had free classes. When FAU had that free certificate. You had to be in a mindset that I always want to improve myself. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be as marketable as possible. And I want to follow my dream. I want to follow my goals. Yeah. So I think for me, the first, I don't want to number it down, but I think the most important thing is, what is your goal? Yeah. A lot of people see a lot of things and they I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But what is your goal? And do you have a plan? We talk about SMART goals. Do you have a timeline for the goals to happen?
And also, do you have a passion for what it is that you're trying to pursue? Even with me, I run my own business as well. I have the Skylar's Crown Oil. Check it out. And with that page, when I'm not in school, I promote heavy. And when I do that, I see that, the sales coming in like crazy. But, when I get, overwhelmed with my classes, I kind of step back, and it's it dies down as well. So even running at your own pace is just knowing how much you have on your plate too, and not overwhelming yourself or just putting too much where you just I'm about to just crumble or whatnot. So when I know I have a lot for my classes, I'm okay with letting my page die down a little bit, because it's I can't afford to get this F right now. Although my business is I love what I do, and it's a side hustle, but my grades, they're kind of my priority at the time. So it's just, once again, run at your own pace and know how much you can handle and not just putting too much on your plate where you just let everything just fall. So.
And I think when you mention like running at your own pace and not putting too much on your plate, it's also like, what am I doing this for? And like your passion, like you mentioned, is this going to satisfy me, or is this for other people? Because a lot of times what happens is you reach these goals that you think you have for yourself, and then you find yourself empty. You find yourself not satisfied because this was never a goal that you had for yourself, to fulfill yourself. It was for other people.
Yeah, that is a good... Wow, that was really good. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
So it's like, but to the main thing I've realized, like with all the different podcasts, all the different episodes, it always comes back to knowing yourself and knowing what your values are and what's important to you. And you can't really do that without that introspection and like knowing yourself and that healing. We talk about this a lot. But it really affects every aspect of your life. Because what was important to me 6 months ago is not important to me now. And you have to be evolving with yourself constantly and keeping check with yourself. Okay, this is a goal that you had 6 months ago. Is that something you still want to do?
Is it still relevant?
Is it still relevant?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And you have to like kind of do that on a regular. You have to check yourself, and also surround yourself with friends and family who's going to hold you accountable too, and make sure you follow up with whatever goals that it is that you set for yourself. It's like, well, you said you were going to start your YouTube channel 6 months ago, 7 months ago. What are you doing? Why are you not working towards that? If you're not like actively recording, are you looking at other videos, finding out ways to edit or different things, different skills are you trying to acquire to get to where you want to be? So
the thing I've realized is sometimes like we're afraid of our own greatness. We're afraid of our, like, what's that quote? You know, our deepest fear is that we're not inadequate. Once again, if you know it, put it in there.
Yeah.
But it's the power of being great. Like, who am I to have these such great ideas? Who am I to want to change the world? And you see your dreams, you see your goals, and they look too big for you, and you get scared, you get anxious, and then you don't do anything at all. I know that's happened to me a lot, and I'm trying to break out of that. Like, I'm really stopping myself from being the best me that I can be. And the way to get over that is to have small promises that you keep to yourself every day that are focused on your goals.
Yeah, me too. Same thing. I think one day I had like 36 orders for my oil.
Ooh,
and no, I broke down. Like, I don't know if I was happy, sad, or what it was, but it was just like, oh my gosh, I've worked on this for so long, and I'm so passionate about hair and like hair care and hair growth. Like when I really had those in one day, I was like, what is going on? This is too big. Maybe I'm dreaming too big. Like, and then I went on like a hiatus because I was just like so scared. Like, what? I'm selling all those? Like, for real?
The old me, right.
Yeah, but even with me, like when I had Sky, because prior to Sky, like I had goals and dreams and whatnot. They were very different than the dreams that I have now. But like Sky really humbled me. Like having her, like, and for a period of time, I wouldn't say I was jealous of my friends, but it was just like seeing how the world was still going on without me. You know, I'm still home taking care of baby, and everybody's still living their life and whatnot. It really like got me. But when I really sat down and like thought about like my 3-year plan, my 5-year plan, and really made sure that it included my child, and it's just like, all right, I can't compare my life to what my friend is doing right now, or the dreams and goals and the plans that we had set together. I no longer can run that race. I have to find a way to run a different race that includes my child too. And it was sad and depressing at first, but once you know yourself and you know where you want to be, you just find a way to make it work for you. Find a way to make it work for your schedule. Find a way to make it work for what you have going on. You know, there's always going to be some bumps in the road. There's always going to be some little curves or whatever that is unexpected. But the true testimony is when you go over it and you actually like overcome it and you rise to the top. It's like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
So would you say that there's always going to be another mountain?
I'm always going to want to make it move.
That's why I was smiling when you started talking, because I didn't want to interrupt you, but I had to put it in there. And that's the thing. Like, challenges are going to happen. Things are going to happen. That's the only thing you know for a fact, that I'm going to work on this goal and it's going to be hard. It's going to be off bat. And you have to mentally prepare yourself, physically, whatever, like you said, to keep yourself from breaking down when these tough times happen, because they're going to happen. Your business is my hit stall plateau or whatever. If you're studying for a test, you might fail the test the first time, but that's life. You grow through that. Yeah. And you learn from it.
And it's not even being negative. It's just being realistic, you know? Like having a plan B. Okay, I went for this and I didn't get it the first time. Now what's the plan? Instead of sitting down feeling sorry for yourself. Oh my gosh, this will never happen. Da 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 da. I had a whole I had a whole kid, y'all, and I'm in grad school. I have a podcast. I have a business. I have a healthy, almost 3-year-old. It's possible. Anything is possible. You just got to find a way to keep pushing. Right. Keep pushing, because the struggles, the hard times, the obstacles, that's really what's like creating your testimony. That's what's preparing you, you know? Like, my story is crazy, and one day I'll share it with all y'all in my book, whatever. I'm speaking into existence. But yeah, like, you guys, anything is possible if you run at your own pace. And you
keep the course. What is it, sharks? What if they don't keep swimming, they die? They die, yeah. Be a shark. You keep going. You keep every failure. What is it that quote? I like quotes, okay? So I'm going to be talking about I like quotes a lot. So what is it? Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. You'll get into my shop. Yes. You're your biggest roadblock. Your mental self, how you view yourself, is what is going to stop you from achieving everything that you desire. You have to dream big. You have to believe that, like, wholeheartedly, you have to believe that you deserve every single good thing in the world. And some of us really don't. We think we deserve some part. We think, I'll be okay with that. Don't be okay. You should be beyond satisfied. What's the word for beyond? You should be overflowing with goodness, you know? And you should have that mindset that everything I touch is gold. Yes. Everything I'm in is going to be better because of my presence solely. And when you start moving like that, you start attracting things like that. And people gravitate towards you. They see your confidence. They see how you walk into the room. For example, small things. When you walk into a room, you introduce yourself as confident as possible. Eye contact. You shake hands. Yeah.
That's one thing, like, this podcast, it's really helped me. Like, I can really walk into a room and be confident and actually have a conversation with CEOs and whatnot. Like, it's so crazy, but you have to put yourself in situations where you're uncomfortable.
People don't know, but I hate public speaking. I hate, like, talking to people. I hate it. However, it's like it's a necessity. You have to. So guess what? I've learned to get over it.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it, and it becomes you. It becomes you. When I was president of KK, I'd have to come speak. Oh, my God. I'd be like, oh, my God. But as soon as it's 4 o'clock, you put it on, and here we go. For the next 2 hours, you're someone else, and then you shut it off.
That's very true. Yeah.
All right, you guys. So moving forward, how are we going to be intentional about staying the course and running our race at our own pace?
I think it's just not comparing yourself to others. Not like you see something that somebody's doing on social media. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. I'm happy that you're where you've been trying to be. Right. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's not me. So I'm just going to focus on me and get to where I need to be and do what I have to do, you know. Don't be mad that somebody's doing better now. Don't do that, because comparison, again, is the thief of all joy. Do not do that. Focus on you, you know. Be happy for your friends. Be happy for, like, other people. And it's so weird because the most supportive people on social media are those that you don't even know. It's just like, okay, I see you. Like, okay, social media bestie. Like, you know, it's crazy. But I'm thankful to have, like, a good tribe where I really have some great friends who are supportive too. So that keeps me going, just surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded.
One thing to piggyback off of what you said, what were you saying? Oh, even like once again, for me, the biggest thing about this is like getting out of your own way, because I know sometimes I'll see people who are doing things and I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. And I was like, damn, I could be doing this too. I should have been doing this. I could have been on the same level they were at, but I never started. That's the thing. Start. Like this podcast, it was a big jump for us, to be honest. But I was like, I will hate if like 6 months later, someone else around us is doing a podcast and that could have been us. So I started. No matter how scary something is for me, I don't want to live with regrets. And also how I'm being intentional is that every day I want to be a better version of myself. So if yesterday, let's say I had something I didn't like how the day was, I'm going to work on it the next day. So that every day I'm learning something new and I'm practicing something new and I'm a better version of myself. So I'm constantly moving. I'm constantly excelling. Can't stop.
It won't stop. Hey.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to follow me at QueenCast_X3.
And me at GiddyLoveJ1.
And the podcast page on IG at Good Intentions, The Good Intentions Pod. And on YouTube at The Good Intentions Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Bye.
Run at your own pace. Toodles.
Ba, 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 ba.